Hello guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you're gonna enjoy it. My name is Kian and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Two albums by two of my favorite artists came out today. One is High as Hope by Florence the Machine. I did a reaction video to this album. It's on my channel somewhere. But also Scorpion by Drake. Drake is an artist that I really like. He's an artist that I listened to a lot when I was in high school. Take Care is an album that is really important to me. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. The reason why I like Drake so much is because back in 2011 and 2012 when I first found out about him, it was a time where R&B was not in a good place. A lot of R&B artists around 2010, 2011 were trying to, be trendy, and R&B wasn't a trend anymore. A lot of them went to make pop music or electro dance music. Others tried hip-hop. I think Chris Brown is the perfect example to illustrate this time in R&B. He was still doing a bit of R&B, but he was mainly trying to go pop. He was also doing a bit of EDM, and he was also doing a bit of hip-hop. We all remember Look at Me Now, which by the way is a song that I really love. Anyway, at that time R&B wasn't exactly the trend, and somehow Drake came out with Take Care, which was the perfect mix between hip-hop and R&B. It was a hip-hop album that really included a lot of R&B influences, and Drake was singing on a lot of the tracks. So I felt like it was a very important album at the time, because I feel like it was an album that had a very big part in a revival of R&B that happened in late 2012, in 2013. Maybe a lot of people won't agree with that, but I truly feel like this album was really important for R&B, but also for hip-hop. To me, Drake was so different from the rest of the artists that I was listening to, because it really mixed hip-hop and R&B, and I loved that about it. Take Care and Nothing Was the Same were two albums that I really loved, and I was really excited about Views from the Six. In 2015 Drake released If You're Reading This It's Too Late, which was definitely very hip-hop heavy, which wasn't a problem, but I didn't think the production was so great. Also at that time I was waiting for Views from the Six, so I thought this was just something that he gave us as a sort of appetizer. I didn't care for the project. Now I realized that it's his last good project, because then came Views, which was a disappointment, even though he had a lot of hits. I loved Hotline Bling, of course, and he had some R&B moments that I enjoyed, but overall the album was way too long and not that impressive. And then came More Life last year, which I actually enjoyed, but once again it was way too long. There were too many tracks on this album, which wasn't an album, by the way, it was a playlist. It could have been a great project if it was 10 tracks long, but it was like 23 tracks long, so yeah, I wasn't amazed by that. So to be honest, I don't know what to expect from Scorpion. Will Drake go back to his roots? Will he try a different road? Will he keep doing the same dancehall inspired music that it has been serving us for a few years now? I don't know what to expect, but at the same time I can't help but being very excited about this album, because this is Drake. This is an artist that I really like. So I don't know if he's gonna go back to his So Far Gone and Take Care roots. It's okay if he doesn't. I hope he's gonna surprise me. Let's listen to it. The album is very long. It's actually 25 songs long, which kind of scare me. So I'm gonna make two videos, one for the side A and one for the side B, because this is a double album. So stay tuned for the second part of this reaction video.
House on both coasts when I live on the charts. I have tea with the stars and I swim with the sharks. This is the intro, let me not get ahead of myself. This is God's plan, young man, you said it yourself.
So Survival was an intro to the album. Drake was talking about his legacy. He was talking about important stuff that happened in his career, especially his Meek Mill beef, and actually all of his beefs. There's not much to say about it. The production was really simple, so let's jump straight into the next track.
By myself, take a look, ayy. I'm a bar spitter, I'm a hard hitter. Yeah, I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dark nigga. I'm a wig splitter, and you know it's
On this song, Drake shows his rapping ability, he shows his flow, he shows that he doesn't need a huge production. It's all very focused on his flow, and he shows that he can really spit bars, or at least he says so. I'm just kidding, there were actually some very smart and funny lines in this track.
Elevate, elevate. Only obligation is to tell it straight. So much on my plate, I gotta delegate. I stay busy making money. You know what is on my mind. I wanna thank God for working way harder than Satan. It's playing favorites, it feels amazing. I can only tell you shit in pieces. As it happens to me, I begin to write the thesis. Freddie got the aria set up like it's a Freaknik. Vegas like Marine Land, that big whale treatment.
This is another starting from the bottom now we type of song. It's nice, but it's kind of okay song so far. Like the previous one actually, Non-Stop, I really liked. I liked the beat, I liked Drake's flow on it. This one I don't know, just does nothing for me. But I'm gonna keep listening because there's definitely gonna be some good stuff, I think, on the 25 tracks album. I mean, there has to be. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's sampling Mariah Carey's Emotions on that track. I feel like this is gonna be a good idea.
Don't hit me when you hear this and tell me your favorite song. Don't tell me how you knew it would be like this all along. I know the truth is you won't love me until I'm gone. And even then the thing that comes after is moving on. Missing out on my years. It's times when I wish I was where I was back when I used to wish I was here. Missing out on my days. Scrolling through life and fishing for praise. Look at the way we live. I wasn't hiding my kid from the world. I was hiding the world from my kid.
I don't know if you followed this Pusha T versus Drake beef, but Pusha T said that Drake had a song that the audiences didn't know about. Yep, he has one.
Breaking news in my life, I don't run to the blogs. The only ones I want to tell are the ones I can call. They always ask why let the story run if it's false. You know a wise man once said nothing at all.
This must be a live version of Emotions. I wonder where it's from. This song made me forget about the 3 songs before. The sample was pure genius. This is a song that I already love, I mean Emotions, but the fact that they chose a live version that didn't, made a sample that was too on the nose. I really liked it. It added a lot of soul and to the song and a bit of R&B. The sample was really nice because it really added something to the song. It actually made the song. But I also really like how personal Drake was on this track and how honest and open he was. So he was talking about his son, he was also talking about how this world and this industry is so fake and superficial. It's nothing groundbreaking, but I like that it was really open about it. The next 2 songs are songs that we know by heart. It's God's Plan and I'm Upset, so I'm not gonna skip these ones, but I'm not gonna make a huge reaction to it. This was an obvious hit, let's be honest about it.
I'ma always take the money over sex. Thankful for the women that I know. Wanna waste $500,000, be my guest. Can't go 50-50 with no hope. Too rich for who, y'all just got rich again. Who grips the mic and likes to kill their friends.
Ooh.
If shit was at an 8, we like to make it 10.
Here comes the soulful sample and production.
Max said they only blessed when they attached to you. The only damn beats is whatever beats I've been rapping to. As luck would have it, I've settled into my role as the good guy. I guess luck is on your side. I've been on top of 3 sets in 3 years. I can't be around the niggas you mingling with. I can't fly if I on the wing of that shit. I guess luck is on your side. All sevens, no sixes, rest easy, get some shut eye.
This is not uncharted territory for Drake. This is something that he has done before, using a soul sample and make this kind of production. Once again, he talks about how well he's doing and where he went, where he came from. It's still one of the started from the bottom now type of song. This one was really enjoyable. Not the most memorable thing on the album so far.
Hey, sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas. Hire some help. Get rid of these niggas. They do what it is, yeah. GLE, cause that Lambo moving fast. S-Class, G-Class, lot of class. It's too late for all that lovey-dovey shit. I'm your brother shit. All that other shit. It's too late for all that. Hire some help. Get rid of these niggas. I'm not with the rah-rah. I am a da-da. Money nights coming, they on edge when I cook. We the league is scoring, man, but look at my assist. I be with future, but I like to reminisce. I do not forget a thing, I'm patient, it's a gift.
This was kind of small.
Got it good, they insist. It's too late for all that lovey-dovey shit. I'm your brother shit. All that other shit. It's too late for all that.
Drake is upset. This song is a song where he pretty much tells to all the people who betrayed him, who have been acting like friends, then talking shit behind his back or trying to start beefs. Well, Drake pretty much tells these people to f off. I thought the production was rather nice. It's not something we've heard from Drake before. It had interesting elements. I also really liked his vocal performance on this track. It was of course a rap song, but I thought his flow was interesting and he tried new things with his flow, which almost reminded me at times of elements from mumble rap. So I thought his performance was interesting on this track. It helped elevate the production.
Uber X to hidden hills, give me something I can feel. If they come to hidden hills, then I know they know the deal. We just right there up the road, you can hit it with a stone. I be out here on my own, and I'm kidded to the toes. If I touch studio, then we got one. I be trying to laugh with the bros by the odds that we know, but they can't take a joke, cause it's down one. I be trying to laugh with the bros, but they can't take a joke.
His flow is actually pretty great on this track. Well, that's good to admit it, Drake. Not much to say about Can't Take a Joke, except that I really liked Drake's flow on this track. It seems that Drake has a lot of energy. Maybe it's because he's talking back to the haters, but I feel like he has a lot more energy on this project than on his two previous ones, so this is enjoyable. But overall, lyrically, not much to talk about, and the beat was catchy, but once again the production is not memorable.
Niggas see the crib and ask who did I steal from. Price tags on making the world feel something. Mother had a flower shop, but I was Sandra's Rose.
Oh, this is nice.
Like Indiana Jones. I make them hoes walk together like I'm Amber Rose. Yeah, every title doing numbers like I'm Miss Adele. Sandra knows I pulled us out of a living hell. I'm the chosen one, flowers never pick themselves.
Another beautiful sample.
Niggas want a classic, that's just 10 of these. Crime family like the Genevieve. Sandra's Rose, no wonder they tryna pick me off. I guess you gotta show these niggas who you really are.
Just like 8 out of 10, Sandra's Rose is not uncharted territory for Drake because he has used full sample in the past. But this one is once again really nice. I think I'm a very simple person. I actually really like the lyrics of this song. It's not that deep, but first off, Sandra is Drake's mother, so I kind of liked the title that he said that he is Sandra's Rose. It's a bit of a shout out to his mom, so I thought this was kind of cute. And there are actually a few lines that I thought were quite funny, quite smart. I make them hoes work together like Amber Rose. I feel like maybe people are going to be a bit offended about this one. I don't know. People are offended for a lot of things nowadays, but you know, I thought it was funny. Let's not take it too seriously. It's not that deep. Also, every title doing numbers like Miss Adele, not only because she's a very successful artist and she's doing numbers each time she releases an album, but mostly because album title all have numbers in it. So those are the few lines that made me smile, that I thought were nice.
Hey, 10 of us, we moving as one. I'm so proud of who I become. The shorty was bad, she wanted a vent. I promise to fell in my lap. My money is young, my problems are old. I promise I'm bridging the gap.
My money is young, my problems are old. Yeah,
Hey,
money doesn't solve everything.
y'all, get close enough, the hoe smell like a kilo still. First album 26, I ain't need no deal. Live every word that I'm rapping. See, I lost 90 weeks and it happened. You probably wouldn't believe everything that you're seeing right now if it wasn't live action. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
I feel like Jay-Z definitely was a highlight on this song. I liked his verse. I thought his flow was well suited for that type of production. I know he's not doing those kind of productions anymore. He's more focused on something different with his two last albums, for 44 and Everything Is Love, the one with Beyonce. But I liked to hear him on a type of production like this. Drake's part was also nice. Like, the entire song was nice. I enjoyed it. I thought the production was actually good. They both talked about their upbringing, which is once again not uncharted territories for both of them, but it was overall nice. Once again, it's not exactly memorable, especially for Jay-Z and Drake collaboration. We all remember Pound Cake, which was a great collaboration between the two of them. Even Pop Style was actually really nice, but didn't Jay-Z had like 2 lines on it? Yeah, whatever. So this one is the last song of the side A of the album.
Only holding up I do is my end of the bargain. Only begging that I do is me begging your pardon. Only trying that I do is me trying the hardest. Only problems I do are mad problems with profit. And they don't want to see that you smiling from inside. It really boils down to how you plan to survive. Love certain ones but never get attached to them. Give them nice things, but what's that to them? Is there more to life than digits and banking accounts? Is there more to life than saying I figured it out? Is there more? Yeah. Soon as this album drop, I'm out of the deal. In the house playing D'Angelo, how does it feel? I got a fear of having things on my mind when I die. What you got? Time on your hands or time on your side? Is there more to life than just when I'm feeling alive? Is there more?
Is There More as a perfect title because it pretty much sums up the song. Drake is asking on this track, is there more to the lavish lifestyle that he has been talking about on this entire first part of the album, that he talks about a lot, you know, doing well, being wealthy, started from the bottom, now we're here and we have a good life, but is there more to it? Like, is there? I was wondering if Scorpion was going to have a concept, since it's a double album and usually double albums have a concept. So I'm wondering if this first album, which was more focused on, you know, the started from the bottom, now we hear kind of tracks that I was talking about, you know, the tracks where you talk about the nice lifestyle Drake has, acknowledging his upbringing and saying, well, look where I am now. To be honest, I don't think this first part of Scorpion is that interesting. To me, there's a clear highlight on this side A, which is Emotionless. I really liked how Drake opened that, but also the use of the sample. The sample was really smart. The song was catchy, actually. It's a clear highlight along God's Plan. It's something we've heard before from Drake and that I'm not exactly looking forward to listen from him. There are some very nice songs on this part of the album. I'm not gonna say the opposite. I really like Non-Stop, which I think was rather nice. Cinderella's Rose was also a little highlight for me. Is There More? I liked the song because to me it almost opens the next part of the album. So I'm wondering, is that a concept? Is he going to talk about, is the second part of the album going to be more like the personal part of it, where he talks about relationships, because we know Drake has a lot of relationships, where he's going to get more personal, maybe a bit more, you know, emo like he used to. I am going to react to the second part of the album in a different video so stay tuned for it. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're gonna tune in for the next part, because I'm actually still very excited about this album. Please tell me what you think about this first part of Scorpion, the side A. Maybe there's something that I've missed, but overall I'm not exactly surprised by this album. I'm not exactly moved by it or anything. So please tell me what you think about it. Is there highlights for you that I haven't mentioned? To me, Emotionless was definitely one, the biggest highlight from this first part of Scorpion. I'll see you next time for the second part of Scorpion. Thank you again for watching. Take care.